So, two things about junk, okay? A couple things, actually. A lot of these strats only work because I know that I can be better than the other team. Okay? I like throwing it up. Doing that. Okay? A lot of times it doesn't work, but it doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. The reason why this does work sometimes is because I can just ricochet right there. ToA out. If it works, it doesn't. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever, you know? Get out, trap there, spam top left, or top right. Because that goes right here. This ricochet spot. So here is one I use. If I know they're coming from this way, if I know they're coming from this way, I spam right here. If I know they like, a lot of times they sit right there, I'll just spam right there. If I know that I can't get this spot off, like they're doing double shield or something, I'll spam right here, so our front line has a better ability. A lot of times you can do it right here. Let's see, it's like, oh, it's like this. See that? Lands right there. Okay, that's what's important. Another thing, if you're backing up, you can do this one still. Notice how it's landing right there. This one works too. That's gonna get inside that room and in the back if they're backing up. They're playing over here, right here. Okay. Junk is a poke hero, okay? Another trap spot is right here. Right here. I'm gonna use my thing, right? Right here is a really good one, or like right here. It's hard to see, especially if they're being spammed. I don't like playing up here. And then right here in this corner, as well as right here in this corner. Okay. The most important thing on this map that needs to be said really quickly is that it takes me... So if the timer's going on right now, I would get there in 17 seconds. 16 with speed boost. 15 if the Lucio came all the way with me. Alright. When I get right here, it's important to start crouching just a little bit, so your footsteps might at least be... you know, they might be harder to hear, okay? This is what's important. You have to know what they're playing, okay? You get intel by being up there. Throw that trap, get out. They don't want to see you, they don't want to see your trap. Okay? This is what's really important. You can control both lines here. A good junkrat should be able to maintain this spam and this spam, and you want them to walk main, because if your team is setting up right here, they're gonna die going either way. This is why this map sucks, and if you play it right. Okay, a good defense revolves around you being a good junkrat, okay? So what I'll do is I will spam 2, 3 when doors open, throw that, you know, release whatever, come back here, and now I'm spamming, alright? My team should be giving me intel on where they're going. If they're coming left, I'm gonna back up a little bit, spam right here. If they're gonna go right, I spam inside. That mine will kill them if you're spamming in here, okay? So as a junkrat, you're going to dictate wherever they go. If I know they're gonna come, so this is also something very important to not get caught out. If they are pushing you, probably didn't want to do that mine there, rotate here. If they come up, rotate right here. If they go up again, rotate up again. Okay? Another thing, if you lose that spam war, if they actually do rotate into right room, you need to be right here. You need to be putting constant pressure on their front line, as well as, here's another spot I will show you guys. Alright. Let's see, spam, there you go. Need to aim a little lower, hold on. There you go. Right there is a good spot. That should be getting in here, yep. So it's hitting this wall right here. Basically, at the time it takes for the mine to die, it's going to be right here. That is also another good trap spot. Trap spot right there is good. Right here is equally good, because a lot of times people will sit right here. And if they're engaging, just trap it and get away. Sorry, that was for that. Okay? That's basically Anubis first. I'm not going to cover second because there's just... Second, you just have to play with how they're playing, right? If they're coming right, you need to spam right. If they're coming left, you need to spam left. You are also damage control. Oops. You control the movement of the enemy team, right? As Junkrat. Alright, glad I got this one, actually. So Junk's pretty good on this, unless they're on double sniper or a Pharah, okay? Usually, I would just tell you to swap if they have this. My usual rollout is to come this way. And setting up spam here, here, here. Okay, there's not much to it on this map. Eventually, when your team does take this point, I like hiding here and pressuring off whatever they're gonna do. I will warn you, they will swap to something to counter you on this map because, like, this point is so small. Think about it. You can spam any direction with these points, right? Because the ricochets all go onto the point. See this? They go everywhere. Which is why on this point I'd probably set up with the Ana right here and make sure that they can't control point, right? I wouldn't play Junkrat on City Center. Alright, Meka base good. So Meka, this one's good. When you start, mine out. It's very easy to hit your head on that roof. Just watch that. Okay, this is what's very important here. Trap left, come right here. You're spamming. Okay. Depending on where your team goes. If your team goes, your team should not go left. If your team goes right, you want to follow up with spam. A lot of times, a Doomfist or someone will flank. Make sure you're spamming those flanks to make them not want to come kill your team. When you rotate, at this point, your trap should be up like it is. You should be rotating with your team. Trap behind you. Say you're rotating. Say you're rotating. Okay. Say eventually you get to drop on a point. You won the fight. Ideally, probably right here is good because you can spam top right. Depending where your team goes, you have good sightlines here, as well as top window and top right. Tire spots include the following: trap, mine, Q, okay, or trap. I'm just gonna pretend that's a trap. Trap, mine, Q, okay. When you tire, general note: when you tire, please, for the love of God, put the trap in front of you. Okay, if someone dives you and you're standing on this, at the very least, they're gonna get trapped, and your death mines should kill them. And when you die, or when you respawn, you should be able to pop that again if someone does come to your body. Okay? Another tire spot, trap, mine, right here. If they are pushing, trap, mine, so trap, mine, and then Q. Okay? This is very important. This is something you need to be doing every single time. Alright, night market. That's fine. So, ideally, I wouldn't be running junk here, but if I could, what I would do is I would just take Sim TP, right? Because, like, if you are going to run junk, you're going to run it with a Sim. You're going to go Sim TP, you know, get up here, and drop. You're basically just playing for turrets and spam poke damage. There's not much to it. The other hero I would go is Pharah. Again, another mine spot is, or trap spot is trap, mine. Come right here. It's just going to be quicker and easier for you not to die when you tire. As well as spam is there, and you can get a ricochet spot up there. See? It's hitting right where they're going to come out. So this one's heavy junk oriented, but you can die quickly, so just know if you do end up feeding here, swap. This is just something I do because I'm good at Junkrat, and I know I can get away with it. Ideally, I would just be saying, you know what, fuck it, go Hanzo, in my opinion. Alright, this is my usual rollout. Alright, I sit up here, throw trap down. I usually don't bother with the mine because it's not worth it, but I will do this. I'll throw that up right there. When doors open, I spam top because usually that's where people come out. I guess I don't actually. There we go. You gotta pack up a little bit. Here's something important. This map is very divey on first. Track yourself. It's just mine it maybe. Mucky or Genji will come up. If they do dive you, just get out, rotate up top. I sometimes will play lower, so to help the focus fire off there as well as here. Generally, you just want to be playing for you know, just boobs. Something I will do, a lot of times I've seen a Widow jump up on yellow building. This is something I've done before, right? That's very important. Literally, the best trap spot is just throw it, right? And do a little spam, do a little pokey right here. This is a good spot. And when you eventually get pressured, just come up top. Don't fuck up like I did. And then another spot's right here. Just, yeah, this is the best thing you can do for this rank. Alright, moving on. So this defense is my best rule out I have. With a speed boost, I can get there with 10 seconds left. You're gonna throw this one right at this corner. Jump up. I usually wait a second. Mine up here. Give it a little spray. Don't mind at this point because they'll hear you. Alright, get out quickly because your character could do something, right? Sometimes trap yourself like right here. Fake trap yourself. It might give them a slip. Alright, if you do have a mercy pocket, just know you could get ult right at here, right at this door, okay? It's risky, but I need to explain this very carefully, okay? This strat works because these are players you're going up against that just don't know what they're doing. That's why this works, okay? If, say it's a team I don't trust to not be really good, I'm gonna go 1, 2, break it, get out. I'm gonna spam as I come out. If it is a high mobility comp and I see that they've got that Winston, right? I'm literally just gonna, just don't even worry about it. Get back with your team. You do not need to be right here. Spam including here, right? Because you can spam right here and not show yourself. You need to always have a mine up for this flank, okay? Pharah, Doom, Junkrat, all three of them will come up here and fuck your shit up, okay? Likewise, when the fight does equalize, put a trap right here. Right there is good. They will see it, but the thing is, even if they do break it, you know that they're there. Okay, that's the important part about trap that people don't realize is, yeah, it might get broken, but you get value because you get intel, okay? When you rotate the point, right here is a good one. You can spam right there. So say they've got flankers, it's a Genji, it's a Tracer, and my Ana's playing right here. I'm gonna trap my Ana, and I'm gonna jump up top. Because I want to not, if it's a full dive comp, I want to not be in the crossfire. I want to be living for free. Okay? So this is good spam. If my Ana's playing right here, I'm going to play next to my Ana. Because I need to be there and be reactive when she gets there, okay? When she gets dove. Junk is anti-flanker. That is the most important part about this lesson. He is anti-flanker. Okay? One more thing I'll show on this map. You need to learn how to do this mind boost. You'll get further instead of... So here's the difference, okay? I'm gonna do this really quickly. I'm gonna start here as a line of measurement. Okay, so this right here. Alright, this is what happens if I don't space. Ready? Just no keys. You get nothing. If you're actively spacing, this is where you go. Right? One more thing. I'll wait for another mine. Okay. To do quick double mine. Okay. You can get up here. So up here, there's a spam spot I like to do. I will always trap myself, either right here or like right there somewhere. Spam when the cart comes down. This is very abusable. This is very abusable. You often see Kree and Ashe up here. The last thing is, if I just killed an Ana, this is what I'm going to be doing. Notice how those mines are going straight to the doors of the respawn point, okay? And lastly, on third point, because I will always, like, this is just a full point junk spot, okay? Trap one of your corners. Always trap when you rotate, always. Here's a good spot. Sorry, fuck that one up. This is good depending on how they're playing. Right, there you go, I hit it there. Say I'm back, we're back being pushed back. Here's good, trap yourself, here's good. But just always hold mouse 1. Like, it's just better. Alright. Big junk map on first point. I'll usually swap after that. This is something I do, by the way, subconsciously. I will just throw out that mine ahead of time because it lets another mine load. Because, like, if you always have 2 mines up, you're not really letting one respawn. Okay. Someone will usually see you here. You just have to play with your strengths here. If you can get the, if I'll usually ask my team to see if they can see anyone. If they can, if they can't, I'll go up here. If they can, I will probably rotate around statues. So say I don't go to this door. Here's the other thing I do. Okay. Jump back down. And then when shit starts, I rotate over. This spam's pretty important because that's a common rotation for teams on like a rush comp like a Ryan's R who want to go up here. I don't do this often, but for teams that do run a TP Bastion, this is something you want to do. Take some practice. There you go. Throw it down on the head. That's what I just realized. It's just better. If they do shoot it down, you know they might be going up there. Spam spots include here, back here, and here. Constantly, if that trap's gonna suck, just trap in here or back here. This is another spam spot I do. This map is really quick for rotations, so ideally you just need to be quick on the rotations as well. Notice how that's getting right in the middle. That's a bad one, sorry. There you go. See, notice how it's going right in the middle. When your team does back up, this is a good one. Also, right here, as well as this rotation, I'll trap back here. They can't see you right here, and you're doing damage to the point. This is what I would suggest if they do take point. If they've got like a cap, say they get a tick, and your team's backed up enough to where you guys can like stabilize and get back up, come up here and do some damage behind them. It's gonna throw them off so much, and your team will have a better chance of like taking point. This one's not as good, and I'll explain why. Because they can see you. Back there is better because you can hide. Okay, that's King's Row. I would usually swap off after this point. Alright, this one's important on junk for first because you can control the entire first point on here. Okay. Again, throw that out there. It'll let your first one respawn. It's just quicker because you're basically, if you always have one up that's respawning or a mine that's respawning, then you'll always be, it'll just be more efficient, I guess. At this point. Get out while you can. Sometimes I'll come up top. It can work. I only come up here if there's a speed boost. Otherwise, if you don't have a speed boost, just come back through. Right here is when 3, 2, 1's starting, okay, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1's starting. You should be right here when 1 hits. Without a Lucio, you should be 1 right when this starts. Let's get out of there. Throw in a couple things. Right. Your focus should be getting up here, not up here. Reason is, trap there, spam. They should never push you up here. You should have a strong comp with this. They do walk main, you can hide. They do run dive. Come over with your Ana. You need to play junk how they're playing as an anti-flanker and a shield breaker. They're an Ana. If you have an Ana sitting right here, you need to trap behind you, trap behind her. I would usually leave her right here, just trap behind her. And just be within, you know, 1-shot distance. Okay. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show is how to do a double mine kill. So it's pretty important because basically every time you're spamming and you're gonna throw a mine, never throw a mine by itself, ever. Okay, when you're throwing a mine, it should always be comboed with something else. Ready? So the combo is primary as well as mine. Always throw it out together. Notice how it's just quick. You shouldn't be hesitating. It's just, and it should give you some boop. So say Winston's diving you, he's diving right into your team. What I'll do is he's probably gonna bubble early, throw it, and then get up top. Okay. That's all I have. If you have questions, let me know. Definitely this works. But you also need to understand why it's working. So spend some time in this in your own games. Like, I do this as a quick play to practice it because I want to see how teams will react. I messed up. There we go. See, I messed up there. It's hard to hit. It really is. Alright, that's it. That's all I have.